So how do you organize your tests, right? We're going to be talking about how we're actually going to set up our product tests because we know that we're going to find passionate niches and we know that we're going to find products inside those passionate niches. We also know that the best strategy is to have a nonstop flow of products to test, constantly be using that money, love, speed ideology and moving very quickly from test to test until we find those winners that are worth it to move off onto their own Shopify store. So how do you organize the tests, right? We'll go through that right now. And weekly launches, right? The most important thing you're going to do this week, the most important thing you're going to do every single week for the business is launching new product. It's by far the most important thing you could do, right? You need to play the volume game, okay? What is the volume game? Again, it ties into that idea of the best ClickFunnels strategy. Non-stop launching of product over and over and over every single week. You're never done with launching product. You're going to be playing the volume game, right? Now, each week you want to set a goal of how many products you could launch. And here's the correct answer, the only correct answer. The more, the better, right? You want to launch 10 products? Well, 11 would be better. You want to launch 20? Well, 30 would be better, right? I mean, I don't want you to spread yourself too thin. You need to be able to really make good decisions off the ad data. You need to be able to scale any winners. You need to be making your cut and scale decisions. So, the number that you could launch can definitely increase as you become more comfortable with this strategy. I'd say at bare minimum, you want to launch 5 products a week. I mean, I think 10 should be the bare minimum, but start off with 5, feel comfortable with that, and then start testing more. Okay, volume game, right? Weekly launches. I mean, I can't stress this enough. There's really no way to get around this. You need to be launching a lot of product. I always see people come in, they say, I don't understand why I'm not making any money. And the first thing I'll say is, how many products did you launch last week? And they say, I didn't launch any. I haven't sold anything. Why would I launch any new product? Well, that's the biggest misconception right there. Every product, in my opinion, products are worthless. Right? There are tens of millions of products out there, right? On the dropship side, there's an infinite amount of products on the print-on-demand side. Finding product is not an issue, right? Finding winning product is the issue. How do you find winning product? Well, if you break it down, I guarantee step 1 is launching the product. You can't find a winner until you launch it and test it. And I get people in the group that say, how do I know if this is a winning product or not? How do I do product research and find winning products? Impossible. It's impossible. You'll never know it's a winning product until you run it, right? You could do product research and find out what's an intriguing product, right? That's absolutely what you want to be doing, right? That's a skill that you'll definitely need to develop, right? Figuring out and understanding what is intriguing for the niche. But you'll never be able to know if a product is a winner or not until you test it. So you need to play the volume game. Launch product every single week, the more the better, right? So here's how you're going to organize your tests. And remember, the overarching strategy here is we're going to launch a lot of product and money, love, speed. We're going to move fast. We want to move as fast as possible, especially when it comes to testing, right? But we need to be able to make meaningful insights from the ad data, okay? So what am I saying here specifically? I don't believe that it's worth it if you're going to do 20 different tests. It's not worth it to pick 20 different niches, right? Again, we need to make meaningful insights from the ad data. We're trying to figure out what niche we want to go and build a whole business around. So what are we going to do? We're going to pick 3 to 5 products per niche to test at minimum. Okay, they don't need to all be tested at once, right? You could spread them out over a couple weeks. But we want to be testing multiple products in a niche, and we want to be testing multiple targeting sets. You're going to learn all about my interest grouping targeting strategy, and this is really perfectly suited for the volume game, launching lots of products. Okay, so you'll learn about that in the future sections, but we want to be testing multiple products and multiple targeting, right? We're not just going to say, okay, I'm going to pick this dog bracelet and this is going to make or break my entire decision about the dog niche, this one test with this one targeting set. That's not fair, right? We need to have multiple tests per niche in order to make decisions on there. And again, you don't need to launch them all at once, but before we make a decision on whether we're going to jump into the dog niche or not, you better make more than one test, okay? And the key is to read the data to understand if the niche is worth building, and I'll for sure tell you all about the targeting strategy and how to read data inside of the marketing section of the videos. So let's look at a little sample test layout. Okay, very simple system. Number 1, picking a passionate niche. Number 2, we're going to find 4 products in that niche. Okay, and remember, going back to the video on the best strategy for ClickFunnels, it was finding passionate niches and then finding products for that niches. For that niche, adding the product to our Just Takes One funnel, and then testing the product. So a little bit more detail, right? We're going to pick a passionate niche, let's say cats. Okay, we're going to find 4 products in that niche. Could be drop shipping, could be print on demand. Okay, 4 cat products. Step 3. We're going to perform targeting research on the niche and find at least 4 different interest groups. Okay, you're going to learn all about interest groups in this video, in this course, but basically, in short, interest groups are basically just different sections of targeting for your niche, different ways to target the niche. Okay, step 4. We're going to test each product initially only one time. And how are we going to do this? We're simply going to match up one of our 4 products with one of our 4 interest groups for the targeting. Okay, let me clarify something that I know you're thinking right now. Do I need to test a product with all 4 of the interest groups? No. Again, products are worthless. Products are a dime a dozen, right? I only believe that a product deserves one initial test. Okay, now a lot of people hear me say that, and they ignore everything else that I say after the fact. Okay, I am not saying that a product should only be tested one time. I'm saying that a product only deserves and is only guaranteed one test. Okay, now if the data speaks for itself, right, if the data says otherwise, by all means we can give another test, but we're only starting with one test. Okay, and how do these tests look in terms of ads? In terms of the ad objective, we're going to be using our website conversion. Okay, there's 3 parts to a Facebook ad. There's an objective, right? What type of ad is it? It's going to be website conversion, and I'll go over this in detail in the ad section of this course. Okay, part 2 of the ad is the targeting. Okay, you're going to learn all about the targeting, right? In this case, you're going to match up one product with one interest group. Okay, and part 3 is your actual ad graphic. I'll go over all that. That's actually just going to be a status update on your Facebook fan page. You'll need to have a Facebook fan page set up on this. And again, we'll go over all this in the marketing section of the course. But that's how step 5 is going to look. You're just going to be running your website conversion ad $5 a day for 5 days, so $25 total. Okay, once you reach your 25th dollar, you're going to read the ad data. And guess what? It's super simple. You're going to react based on the data. If you have a product that's making you money, you're going to scale it. If you have a product that is losing you money, you're going to cut it. You're then going to read the ad data, and I have a whole video on this, on what to do next, right? The ad data might tell you, hey, this product sucks, don't ever test it again. Or the ad data might say, this product might actually be a winner, we just need to tweak a couple things. And we'll have to react based off the data. And that's really how this test layout, or I'm sorry, that's how this test gets organized, or that's how your test will be organized, right? Launching product, you can organize your tests within a niche, do your niche targeting research, test a couple products, and make your decisions based on the data.